This morning you spoke about some of the important not only issues but also the growth trajectory that the industry has been on. Can you share a few highlights?
So the ETM is one of the premier conventions which happen in India, and this is a huge gathering of technologists and engineers from all over the world to deliberate about various aspects of technology development and the future per se. This morning we had a session which actually dwelt upon refining and petrochemical industries and the agility which is required for us to meet with the global dispersions which are happening and the deglobalization which is indeed happening in India. And one of the basic themes of that was to look at Atmanirbhar or self-sufficiency in the petroleum industry per se, and to look at how can we actually meet with all the threats which we see from around the world towards the aspirations of being Viksit Bharat in 2047 as our Prime Minister's goal for the country is. Today the discussions also centered about various other things, because challenging our aspirations for growth is also the need for us to be looking at to be self-sustainable, to look at green energy, to look at alternate fuels, and also manage the transition between being a fossil fuel-led economy to become a fully functional 2070 net zero economy. And that was a major part of the discussions.
In your opinion, the future that we're looking at is green hydrogen run economy in the future. Do you see us already on that path and it's looking bright to you?
Green hydrogen per se in the world is actually in the initial stages of development. Europe and China have led this development for the last 10-15 years, and the center of this universe is actually splitting the water molecule. And what we have here, the critical component of that is what is called as an electrolyzer. The electrolyzer technology per se has not developed as such to reach a stage where we can produce hydrogen which is of, you can say, an economic quality and quantity.
Right.
Today we are struggling with the price of hydrogen produced from green hydrogen not being able to compete with what we call as grey hydrogen, which is the conventional route of producing hydrogen for our industries.
Right.
But what we really think is, as we go along, these technologies will mature. Companies were doing active research, and I also belong to one company which is working on electrolyzers without permeable membranes, and also looking at technologies which can reduce the cost of electrolyzers and consequently the production of green hydrogen to values around what the aspirational need is $1 to $2 per kg. So as such, I would say it's a promising technology. We are investing in these technologies with a view to build scale, and then I think over the period of time we will have this support our fossil fuels and emerge as one of the strong candidates in the larger scheme of things for renewable energy sources for what you would call a sustainable energy development in future.